Hi everyone, and welcome to Yellow Cottage Soapery. We are making Lilac in Bloom soap, and this is a remake. I don't think I've made a video of it before. I'm making this in my 5-pound acrylic mold. I'm using a couple different purples. I'm using Wisteria Purple from Nurture Soap, and I'm using Purple Haze from Mad Oils, and white. My base color is going to be the lighter purple, and then I'll just add in the white and the dark purple and probably do a chopstick swirl or a hanger swirl or something. I have two different tips that I'm going to be using. This one is Wilton 102. It's a small rose tip. And the other is a leaf tip, and this is 352. And lilacs have very big leaves, so I'm going to do as big as I can with that tip. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. This fragrance is dead on like lilac. My dad always had like 3 beautiful lilac bushes, trees outside of his house, and they always bloomed every year, right almost exactly on my birthday. And this is upstate New York, so it was towards the end of May. And I remember when I had my own place, he would bring me some lilacs, and they just smell up the whole house. I just love those flowers because they're so fragrant without having to, you know, get close to them to smell it. You can smell them. They're just so pretty. So last time I've worked with this, or a couple times, it hasn't done anything strange, but this fragrance I remember did Bryce on me one time. So I'm soaping at room temperature and hope for the best. back to pipe, and I've decided to use tip 103 or 104 to do the light purple. And this is a bigger rose tip. So I'm going to, if you've seen a lilac flower, it's round and has like, it's kind of a cone shape. It's more pointy at the end. Tons and tons of little blooms on it. So I'm going to do, in the background, kind of the larger, sort of, in this light. And then in this bag with the smaller tip, this is a 102. It's the same type of tip, it's just a smaller opening. I have the dark purple as well as the light purple in here. So that'll kind of be maybe closer to the top or on, so they're smaller flowers, if that makes sense. I just kind of, real quick, just put some stem looking things down just so they show up in the background. Now I do feel that this is starting to set up, so I'm just going to kind of do it quickly. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Alright, so lilacs are more of a 4-petal flower, so I'm just kind of going in and pushing down, and I'll show you a little better in a second. I can definitely feel it setting up, so that's a little bit of a concern. That is way bigger than I want. So what I'm going to do is take this off. I might not use that tip after all. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing before I show you. So, you know what? I think it'll be easier, honestly, if I take these off. Alright, so if I squeeze down, then I push down in the soap and pull back, it kind of leaves a little indent. And I just do that 4 times. Lilac in Bloom. And this is how it turned out on the top. Kind of looks like hydrangeas. I was hoping to have like if you've seen a stem of a lilac, it's like you know, like a cone shape. I was hoping to do stems of them down the soap, but it was very difficult for me to pipe it out of the smaller rose tip. Now the larger rose tip was much easier. So I should have switched over to the larger tip, and I probably could have done what I wanted to do, but I just ended up piping with what I had and then put the rest in my guess size mold and just got this little loaf that I'll cut for samples. So it didn't turn out, you know, what I had envisioned, but it smells really good. And next time I will know a little better, what kind of have a better plan. It was weird though, as I was piping it, it was really hard to push out of the smaller tip. But then the more I worked with it, it was, I don't know if my hands kind of warmed it up more. It seemed like it became easier to pipe as I went. But at that point I had already almost finished, so I like the light purple in the back. I think that's pretty, the purple haze. I like that swirl. Okay guys, I'll cut the rest off camera. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.